Good morning. It's about 8:30. I'm lying in bed still. Got the fan heater on and I'm just looking out the window. Such another lovely day. I've been so lucky. But I've been sleeping in this single bed configuration and I'm thinking, no, I can't. It's too narrow. I'm going to make it into a double bed tonight. I went and had my shower, so I'm drying the towel. I leaned up against that with the electric fan heater to dry it off. I'm actually doing some van keeping, sweeping away, tidying up the surfaces. I might as well. Got the music on, got the mini rig playing. Oh, it's such an excellent piece of equipment. Even my dustpans, my kind of style. Picked it up for £1 from the pound shop. Well, that's all my van tidied up. Gonna go and do the washing up. What a gorgeous day. And it's got a perfect seat to sit on that I can just look at the scenery. I haven't got any washing up liquid. I was hoping somebody might have left theirs over here. I'm going to do it with hot water. It's okay. But look at the view I got. Just done my washing up, just waiting for it to dry. And I'm going to sit and just observe the view. I'm at a campsite tonight. I'm going to move on to somewhere else. So I'm actually using the membership the National Trust one gave me. I've got their booklet and places of interest, and it's got the postcodes and everything, and I've got my map, so I'm like kind of plotting a route. So we're off from this lovely Kestrel Lodge campsite and I'm heading to Ennerdale to do a walk around the lake over there. It's going to take me about 40 minutes to get there. So I've come to Ennerdale and I'm thinking, shall I do the 4-hour walk or the 1.5-hour walk? I haven't decided yet. So this is Ennerdale. So this is the path that goes all the way around the mountain that way, and you can go in that direction. I did think about doing it all the way around that way first, and I thought, no, that looks just too boring. This looks better, and as I get closer to the mountain, you can feel the atmosphere. This is probably the most challenging walk, even though it's not really, it's just going around this lake. But the paths, I mean, this is pretty good, but before you had lots of rocks and everything, so if you fall over, you're going to crack your head. But it is probably the most roughest, unkept, beautiful, natural lake I've been round. Half the time I make these videos not to entertain the public or anything, but it's for my own memories, so I can look back and think, yeah, I did this and this is what it was like, and this was up in the Lake District, blah blah blah, because I know for sure my memory is going to fade. Oh, it's fading now. Just had a chat with some walkers. Some can speed around this, you know, like full march. I can't. They're saying it's going to get even more trickier than this. Oh God. This is probably the tricky bit at each slant. It's not too bad, but I don't know what's around the corner from there. I just saw a lady, well, I didn't see her fall down, but she was clutching her arm, so she might have broken it. Here we go. I was wrong, it's this. Oh, I don't know how to do this one. Bloody hell, I did it with the help of some walkers. They had to show me how to do it, and stood there. Oh no, I was shitting myself, to be honest. I mean, all of these walkers that are walking by, I mean, they must be in their 70s, 80s, still walking along and doing these tough jobs, and they just say, I was talking to them, they say, you just got to take it very slowly. Yeah, that's fine, but I think I've got a real fear of sheer drops. I'm not very good with heights, especially if it's just like that, you know. I can handle this, but not when it's a sheer drop. I just can't, my heart starts to race. That was scary. So I'm walking along, every walker that I'm meeting, I'm going, have you done this before? Most of them have, and they're all very aware of it, and they obviously must have climbed the mountains and they're used to all that kind of thing. I'm like I come from a flat grounded area. I'm just watching them as they're doing it. It is such a lovely walk though, even though it's a bit moody, but I like a bit moody. You don't have to do the scary bit. You can walk all around that lake, that side as well. You don't have to come up to this end. So I was just an idiot. Well, actually I'm glad I did it. This Ennerdale Lake circular walk is quite challenging, but really rewarding. I mean, you've got bits like this you've got to clamber over. I mean, that's easy compared to what I've just done. So I'm going to do that. Now this is meant to be a 4-hour walk. It's probably going to take me 6 hours because I'm taking it very slowly on my own, and these walking boots are an absolute godsend because they feel like they're suctioning onto the rock as I walk, so there's no slipping going on at the moment. Let me just touch some wood. Bloody hell. Here you go, wood. Let me touch you. I'm not even halfway around the bloody lake. I've just seen runners running, you know, those mountain runners. I just can't get over how they can do it. I'd be just breaking my head all over the place. They're focusing they must focus so much on where the next tread's going to be in rapid time. It's not something that I would want to do. You know what, you don't need to go to the gym. Just come out here in this terrain because the paths are all rocky and everything. You're going through sand, gravel, rock. So your foot's modulating in all sorts of directions, your thighs, and then you have the scary experiences. Now that is butt clenching. So now we come to the easy part, walking around the lake. The paths are more level. I'm glad I did it anti-clockwise rather than clockwise, because what I just did, I wouldn't want to be doing when I'm tired out. Actually, this is quite a good lake to walk around if you've got the nerve, which I'm sure loads of you have, because it leads you up in between the mountains. It's peaceful, no noise of traffic, no nothing, and there's not that many walkers about. Across some woodland. Ah, God, it's so tempting. I might just go in there a little bit, because I really should be heading that way and back, which is still another 4 miles back to the van. As I'm walking along, there's some big looking beasts over there. I don't know, look at that bulls. If the bulls I'm running, I'm a bit scared. I want to get over to that bridge because there's a nice walk that goes off into the woodland. They're all sitting down, so that means it's going to rain, isn't it? It's got to be the most interesting walk. I've got those beasts just looking at me. They haven't stood up yet. Thank God. I'm going into the dense forest. This is such a lovely add-on walk from the circular path of Ennerdale Lake. You're just walking in a different habitat completely into the mountains. Oh, wow. I've had to sit down and think about it. Do I continue going along that path, which just looks so delightful, into the woods for another, I don't know, could be another 3-4 miles, or do I start going back towards the van, which is going to take me another 2 hours to walk back, and then drive to somewhere different, or do I carry on doing this? So by the time I get back to Flair, I'm going to be absolutely macarooned, and then I'll just have to stay the night there in the car park or on the side street in the middle of the woods. I don't know. It's a toss a coin moment, maybe. A picture of the map, and it's saying that this walk's called the Lisa Walk, and it's 8 miles. So that's another 8 plus 4. That's fucking 12 miles. I think maybe I should turn back. Shame. The path back, the 4-mile stretch, is like this, nice and easy. So I am walking it a lot faster, and you've got picnic benches all the way. You just have to stop sometimes and just take a video of your walk as you're going along, as a memory. You just must have one of those lost faces, because I had some more walkers come up to me and go, "Are you okay? You seem a bit lost." And all I was doing was looking down at my phone, looking for a pub or a campsite to stay overnight. Anyway, I got talking to them, absolutely lovely. So they suggested that I go to this pub called the Fox and Hound, and they might allow me to stay overnight. So I'm going to give them a call, see what happens. Nearly back to Flare. Doesn't this just look like the Highlands of Scotland to you? The Lake District is a miniature version of the Highlands. It's a fantastic place to get away if you just want to be on your own. There she is waiting for me. Always a good sight after, God knows, it's like 6 o'clock already, so it's taken me 6 hours to walk that lake, and it probably takes other people 4, they said. Really? Bloody good God, I am so not good. Oh, it's in a mess. Just sat down into Flare, so I'm thinking about going off to a pub for a pub. I really need a good meal tonight and a dessert. I think I deserve it. I must have done 10 miles and everything was clenched on that cliff, so I had a really good workout and my legs are absolutely aching. I think I must have used so many muscles just from trying to stay upright. So I don't know, I just need 5 minutes in the van and then I'll move.